Today we have a special topic, and we're going to talk about nice sense gratification versus not nice sense gratification. Or is any sense gratification nice? Is any sense gratification good? When is it good? When is it bad? What is nice sense gratification? Interesting topic. So Prabhupada said, you have a body. Because you have a body, you need some sense gratification. Gratify your stomach. You need to eat. You need to sleep. Certain things we need. Most people need sex. They need to be married. So Prabhupada called this sense gratification. But Prabhupada said, then you have to learn how to do sense gratification right, so that eventually you give up the desire for sense gratification, because if you do it wrong, every time you do it, it drops the seed, and that seed makes you want to do it again. That's why if you have an addiction, you have to cut it out, because anytime you do it, the addictive mentality kicks in. So, now, funny story. One time a devotee was with Prabhupada, and they heard a recording of Ravi Shankar playing music. And in those days of ISKCON, if anything came from India, it was like, whoa, that is Krishna conscious. That is cool. That's amazing. It's Indian. If it's Indian, definitely Krishna conscious. So devotee thinking that way said to Prabhupada, oh, listen to the nice Ravi Shankar music. And Prabhupada said, it is Maya. And the devotee was shocked. Prabhupada, what do you mean it's Maya? It's Indian. It's sitar, this and that. Prabhupada said, it is nice Maya. So, what does nice Maya mean? It means, well, it's sattva gun. Maybe compared to your heavy metal, this is nice. And maybe compared to your heavy metal, it has a different effect on your consciousness. But Prabhupada is saying it's still Maya. Why? Because it's not glorifying Krishna. There's nothing about it that's directly in relation to Krishna. So that's not what we're talking about in terms of nice sense gratification. Ultimately, what we're talking about is any kind of sense gratification that you can dovetail, engage in Krishna service. Okay, what are simple examples? We know this. Eating, you eat prasadam. Okay, now it's really not sense gratification in the pure form of the term. You like certain things. I am sitting in my studio right now, and I was thinking, with this backdrop of my studio, this is a perfect backdrop to talk about this, because music has been a major part of my life since I was very young. As for many musicians, they start when they're young, just naturally. And it's something that I've used in Krishna's service. I like doing it. I'm inspired to do it. But I don't do it for sense gratification. I don't do it to glorify my ego. I don't do it just to have fun, just to satisfy myself. But I do it in service. So I've taken what potentially could completely deviate me from Krishna consciousness for the next 100 or 10,000 or 10 million lifetimes, especially the way technology is going now. It keeps getting more incredible. So just more allurements in the field of music. I could be enamored by it basically eternally. But we use it for Krishna, only for glorifying him, for spreading his messages, for recording things that will help people become Krishna conscious. Then we've utilized the desire for sense gratification in a way that it purifies me, and it purifies the people who hear it, and it allows me to utilize my propensity. So we all have propensities. Some of you like to speak. Some of you like to paint. Some of you like to make money. Some of you like to organize. Some of you like to manage, get things done. Some of you like to lead, show the vision, create the culture. Krishna created us differently. Some of you like to do accounting, put numbers in columns. That's exciting for you. That's just the way you were made. Numbers are interesting. Some of you like physics, science, engineering. It's interesting. Computer, digital this, digital that. That's okay. Krishna created you that way, but you have to find a way to use it so it doesn't destroy you, because the very thing that we're so inclined, our very dharma, can become our obsession, and it can work against us and destroy us. And you know that because you're up against this every day. So you have to find ways to utilize your desire for sense gratification in a way that purifies you. And the last thing I want to say is, In the Gita, Prabhupada gives a simple example. He said there's accidents even on the best highways. What did he mean by that? He said, be careful when you're dovetailing sense gratification, because if you just veer off the road a little bit, it'll kill you, basically. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.